Hello. Welcome to this edition of AKT Celebrity Reads AKT Underworld. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. And finally, I am back. I did not, hey Sharon, thank you, I love the hearts. I didn't want to tell everybody because I wanted to make sure that I could come on. Do you like my outfit? Isn't it cute? Isn't it yummy? Let me see if I can get up and show it to you. Let me see. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? You like that? You see? Yeah. See? Booty. You see? Isn't that pretty? I think so. Okay, you'll like it. Okay. Now, I am so tired. I haven't slept. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you, Sonia. I just got it. You know, I was going to wear something gold, and I was so tired that I hadn't even checked the mail. I don't know, should I move the phone over a little bit so I won't keep looking like a half person or something? Is that, yeah, that's better. You can see me. I just wanted you to see the candles. I'm so tired that I didn't check my mailbox today. And so I was going to wear, oh, thank you, Takara. Thank you. I was going to wear a gold dress that I thought was really, really pretty. And then I checked the mail like an hour ago, and I didn't know it had been sitting there because it rained all yesterday, all last night, all day today. It was, thank you, Mary. It was, well, it's honey, you're supposed to give it to him. Well, me, I'm going to give it to him, honey. You only live once. So, honey, you're supposed to give it to him, because if you don't, baby, they'll give it to your motherfucking ass. So, shit, I'm like Anita Baker, motherfucker. I'm giving you the best I got, bitch. Because, honey, they gave it to me, honey. This life will beat your motherfucking ass, honey, if you don't motherfucking give it back. And you let people put their foot on you and walk all over you, and you look like what you've been through, they're going to call you a raggedy looking bitch. And if you put yourself together, it's going to be like, who the fuck you think you are? So you ain't going to win with these people either way. So I decided that I'm going to live for me. I'm going to do me. Because I got one time in this motherfucker. And once it's gone, it's goddamn gone. So I looked in the mailbox, and I had already got my outfit for the night. It was going to be gold, because people said they like the gold. So I had another gold dress. And I seen that thing. I was like, big. I had went and hurried and got butt naked just so I could put the motherfucker on. I wanted to see could I wear it. I'd already took my bath and shit. My whole body started just trembling when I seen this motherfucker. I heard, and then I had got some new stocking with it too. I heard up and heard about an hour while I started cutting that shit on. And I just started shaking when I put this motherfucker on, where it just laid on me and shit. I said, because I was going to wait till like tomorrow or the Saturday to do the show. Because I'm so goddamn tired. But then I said, shit, I didn't get sleep last night. I didn't get sleep the night before. It ain't no guarantee I might get on tonight. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do part 1 tonight. Because I'm not finished with the reading. Look, I'm going to hold that right there because somebody can take a picture. I want somebody to take a picture of this shit right there. I want it over one goddamn eye. I'm on that Illuminati shit. It's on that left eye tonight, goddamn it. You just hold, I'm gonna hold that shit right there. Should I turn it? Okay. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. I've been dealing with Nipsey. Now, I haven't seen Kobe, so I don't know what hoe Kobe house at tonight. I just know his ass ain't at mine. So I ain't seen Kobe in the past couple of nights. So I got to try to tap in to see what the hell what going on. But I've been dealing with Nipsey, and I've been dealing with some other people. Oh, y'all. Have y'all been noticing since I did the reading the other night, some things I have said happened? I told y'all it was going to be some more athletes, and it was going to be somebody in Hollywood and in entertainment dying. ASAP Ferg, man, done died. They said when that's wrong, when he just fell dead a couple of days ago. They were after my ring. Don't run off the road, son. And then Hollywood royalty, Kirk Douglas just died at 101, which is very significant. 2 NFL, I think Hall of Famers, they were retired. They just died within the past 3 days. Oh, and another thing I said that Nipsey had warned me about, the Boeing 737 series, 757, the different series. Do y'all realize, like a couple of days ago, if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday, a Boeing 737 jumbo jet happened. Luckily, it wasn't up in the air. It was on the runway. This motherfucker done broke up about 3 times. Hey, John, Apple McDougal, thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to tell y'all that, you know, I was coming in case they do some fuck shit. So I said, let me just pop in and surprise them instead of get them hyped, and then they do that to me again. It broke up in 3 pieces. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. I love the hearts. This plane is amazing. I've never seen an airplane broken up in that many pieces. And they said it was over 100 people on there. No one was killed. But then someone said a lot of people were injured. But you can see the pictures online from just like 2 days ago. After I said this, and I've been warning y'all for months. I told y'all Nipsey said to watch out for the Boeing series of jumbo jets, especially the 737s, 757s. This was a Boeing 737. Okay, so I want to give you updates on things I've said. Also, there's been other earthquakes. It's been floods that I've told you were coming. In the rain last night when I could not sleep, I saw some other kind of crash, and people broke down into the ocean, a part of the ocean, and it was near a bridge. I saw a bridge behind me on the side. The sun was shining afterwards, but it looked like it went on when it was dark, either at night or late over in the morning. And it reminded me of the big golden bridge, like the big golden drawbridge. I'm not sure if that's a drawbridge, but it looks like a bridge. And I think that might be a California bridge. Is that San Francisco bridge? Thank you, John. I love you all too. So I don't know if it's that bridge, but it looks just like that. It's a big, really big, tight one, big, tall bridge with these strings. Look like it's really strong, really big. It's a beautiful long bridge. Go from one, there's a landmass right here, and it's a big gap. The ocean's in between it, and the bridge goes miles across to the other side of the land. That's what I saw. And I was there when it was, but I thought it was me dying because I could see and feel and experience everything. And I saw, it looked like something broke up in the sky. So that's someone, it was just an airplane, again, that broke up. I was on it, and I was with the white people. It was a white lady, and she had kind of short, almost like a Dorothy Hamill kind of bob cut, and it was blonde, real pretty thick bob like haircut, layered and parted right here in the front on the side. And when it broke up in the air, we fell into the ocean. But it wasn't just way out. Just like I said, this was near this bridge somewhere. So when we dropped, I said, God damn. I'm laying here and it's raining like hell outside, and then I go in the astral and I jump in some more goddamn water. And when I got there, I said, God damn, this water is cold as fuck. So I'm looking around, and there's so much water, and the water's like a deep, just beautiful sky blue at night, rich, dark blue. And when I'm looking around, I'm kicking my feet so I can try to stay above water. I don't see anybody, but then I see big chunks of metal debris in the water coming down out the sky around me. And then I see a couple of people. I see 2 white women. But it felt like I was inside of one of the white women's body, because I could feel her and I could hear her and I see her. And I was like, wait a minute, I have to be, this is not me, because I'm not on an airplane. I just came here, shot here in the astral in this bad storm. So one of the white women starts to sink, and then I seen an older fat white man with black hair with mixed gray in the hair. He drowns and goes down. It looks like some kind of seat or compartment section or door or something. All these chunks of shit, metal shit, is in this water with us. So then there's another white lady. She starts to go down under in the ocean, and then I start to go down. And I'm saying, wait a minute, I have nothing on me. I don't have anything holding my arms. Like, why is my body going down? Then I come back up. I said, no, I don't want to go down. I'm going to drown. I don't want to go down. So as I start to go down, something's pulling me down. Like something's gravity. I know it's not gravity. I guess the water will pull you down, or the current will pull you down, or something's hooked on you. But the water wasn't moving at that time of the morning. We were in there, even though it was still dark. I think it was over in the morning. It wasn't late at night. I felt my body pulling down, but it was like a white body. It was a white woman's body that I was in. And so as the body's pulling down by the leg or by the foot, I'm saying, no, 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 no. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go down because I have no way to breathe. And I can't hold my breath that long, because if I go all the way down, the deeper I go, the more difficult it is going to be to breathe or to get back up to the surface to get some air. And boy, that water's something, because when you look at it, it's beautiful and it's blue. But once I got in it, you can't see anything. And then as I started to go down, my head started going in the water. I'm looking around. I could barely see my hand in front of me. That's how murky and dark that water is in the ocean by this bridge. So I guess in the ocean, period, I guess the animals adjust to see and to move around in there. So when I'm down under the water, I'm about this far under, I can't see. So as a few minutes go by, my eyes are adjusting. I can see in front of me. I see the white people floating down. They're dead. And then the one white lady, I'm in her body. And as I keep, something's pulling my foot down. That's why I see all this wreckage and debris underneath the water. It looked like I actually saw a car up under there too. And I'm saying, no, 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 no. No, I can't go down there. I can't go down there. But then my body's still just pulling down. It's something heavy pulling the body down. So as it's pulling and pulling down, I'm going, no, 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 no. And then it's just going real fast and real hard, pulling me down. So as it's pulling my body down, I feel it feels like this. It slides up. So the physical body's down and the rest of the body's up. And I said, oh no, goodbye, bye-bye. Oh, I just lost my physical body. I just lost my, oh, it's dead. It's dead. Oh no. So it was 2 me's at that point. The spiritual me popped out, slid out, but it wasn't me. You see, it was a white lady's body. Her physical body went down, while the spiritual body slid up out of it, literally peeled out and popped up. As it popped up, it went up to the surface, and I said, oh no, she's dead. She's dead. But it didn't hurt. And while she was there at the time, nobody reported it because they didn't know that it was the crash. And they didn't know that the debris was there under the water, and people were under the water. So I said, okay. I've got to find, I got to telepathically go get this lady's relatives. So she told me who her sister was. So the way it looked, there's a bridge kind of off in the distance, but right there, there was a road on the side of it, and it goes down a bank, like straight down like this, and then it goes into the ocean. So where they fell and where some of the debris was right there on the side of the bridge. And then, but this thing is deep. It's right there part of the ocean that goes straight down. I get up telepathically, and I go find her sister and tell her, and I hear the phone ring, 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 ring. She is on the phone, and then they alert the police, and then the ambulances come, and it's all over the media. Then they start going to try to search, but they couldn't find her because she was wedged up underneath metal debris in the ocean. But I knew where she was. So I started telling the sister where to go, tell them to go get her. And she said, "Don't worry, sis, they're coming to get you. I wondered what San Francisco Bridge. All I know is it reminds me of that." I know all these orbs are here and they're blue. And she said, "Okay." She said, "I'm going to come get you, and we're going to have your funeral in about 4 days." She said, "Okay." But I was surprised, like when people cry and they see people dead, and they think they're hurting and they're worried about them. This lady was in no pain. She didn't feel any pain at all. Okay, too, I want to say, thank you for everybody that's contacted me and asked me to do spiritual readings for you. But right now, I can't answer everybody because I'm so busy. I'm still working on a new Nipsey reading. This is part 1. I'm going to get to part 2, and I also have to get back to Kobe and the beautiful Mamacita. I didn't know that was her whole name. It's not Mamba, it's Mamacita. Her daddy's name is Mamba, Black Mamba, and her name is Mamacita. So she's the female side of her daddy. So, because, I can't disrespect spirits. And her angel is Archangel Ariel, which was also known the Lioness of God, which would also be over Leo, which would represent Nipsey. So that's a fiery angel, and she deals with healing, the environment, and the earth, which would make sense because they crashed into the earth net plane and they were very damaged and need the healing. Okay. So I have to do them correctly, the way they want their pictures, the way they want to be represented. I cannot be disrespectful to them. So I have to do what they ask me, how they want me to do. So right now I'm going to take a break from that because there's something else coming up about Nipsey and this guy they're telling me named Firebug, who was in a rival gang. When Nipsey was growing up and he was younger, this Firebug guy got out of jail a year ago. I think he had just finished serving 12 years, and then he had served 10 years before that in another jail he called Siberia. You can see this on the internet. They were rival gang members and had problems before. Okay, people ask me about this, and I see that Kev Rowe from Coffin Kush TV is a friend of mine. He had brought this up, and they think that he might have killed Nipsey. So I wanted to look at this. I wanted to see what Nipsey has to say about this. And it's quite interesting. So we're going to get into that right now, but not all of it. And then I'm going to see what else Shaq has to say. Because, God, Shaquille. That's something that I would bring him up, especially the things he mentioned about Shaquille. Like some things I had told you all. And get back into Kobe. And then I'm going to come back too because I found some ties to the billionaire developer and Kobe, like I told y'all that Kobe told me. I found some connections there. Okay. And so I want to say, if I haven't gotten to you right now with a reading, you're just going to have to be patient and wait because I cannot read. I'm only one person. Can't read. Everybody's asking me for the read and make products and pack and ship. And luckily I have someone to help me now, so you'll get your things faster now. That's much better. But I still need a break because, like I said, I've been up the past couple nights with Nipsey. I'm exhausted, and then going to see the things I saw, it scared the shit out of me. So y'all need to be careful with these planes, especially the Boeings. At this point, I'm really scared to fly. I know all planes don't crash, but you never know when your fucking number's up. You don't know if you're on one that is faulty and that has issues, okay? So that's why I wanted to come, even though I'm tired, to warn you all because some things I've said have already happened. But yes, I still will read you, but don't get upset if I can't respond to you like today because I'm tied up. But if you keep getting back with me, like if you check back next week, if I don't respond to you today, then I'm more likely to respond if you're polite and you get back to me. Or if you can't wait, I understand you just can't wait. You know, you go somewhere else. It's no hard feelings, no problem. But I'm one person, okay? So I can only do what I can do. But basically, what I tell everyone, if you want a reading from me, just send your face pic and every picture of anybody you ask about, and send the exact questions that you want to know. And there's a 15-minute, there's a 30-minute, there's a 1 hour. But I like to look at people before I read them. So send me your picture first, face picture, I can see your eyes, and send your exact questions. And I also want to say, for you all that don't know, I also read animals. Oh, I love that, Johnny. Emerald City. You are so correct, baby. It's blinking. Emerald City. Okay. I read animals. I was doing a reading on a lady about a week ago. She was asking me something, and I said, whoa, wait a minute. Do you have a dog? She says, yeah. Why? And she's like, I don't want to ask. I said, no, but the dog is upset. The dog got a question, or the dog told me to tell you the dog is very upset with you right now because the dog said that it likes something to eat or something to eat on that you took, that you won't give to the dog. The dog got a toot about this shit. Why the dog telling me that it's upset about something that you took, or you won't give this dog or treat the dog like? She said, I know what that is. She said, it's this chew toy that the dog likes. She said, but I cannot give the dog the chew toy because every time she chews on it, it makes her gum bleed. It irritates her gum. I said, well, she is very upset about it. So you need to ask her doctor, what else can she have as an alternative and how to heal her gums. Give her something else to play with or to chew on so that she could be happy, because she has an attitude right now. She says, I know, she likes that toy, but I cannot give her that and hurt her gums. I said, then she says her foot hurts. You need to go check her paw. And she laughed again. She said, we already checked it. She had a tear in the middle of her paw, the front paw. So we had to take her to the doctor to get the paw fixed. I said, well, maybe you should go back and check, because she's telling me the paw still bothers her. And I said, you know what? Send me a picture. Let me see her eyes. I want to see the doggy. So she, basically her spirit inserts itself in the reading, because she has some issues. You know, they think and they feel. I didn't really know how deeply they thought and felt until, you know, I have one, because we have one, and then because I have the red-nosed pit, and they are not vicious like everybody says. They love their owner, especially if you're good to them. They're so sweet, and they're gorgeous dogs. So she sends me the picture of her, and she's sitting up on a sofa, looking like a human. So I can see her eyes really good. So me and her start to have a conversation. And you know, I was thinking about that, and as I get to talking and I look at her face, she tells me that she's very lonely. Because I could tell her owner pets her and they give her whatever she wants to make her comfortable. But she starts to tell me she needs some dick in her life. And I said, what? She says she just like Janet Jackson. I get so lonely, but I just can't let anybody hold me. She said she needed some pipe in her life. And I said, you need a man? She said, yeah. She get real lonely. So I asked her owner. I said, does she have any babies? She said, no. I said, do you let her spend time with any boy dogs? She said, no. I said, a dog lonely. You need to get her a play date. And she said, well, I do take her on a play date with other dogs. I said, a nigger dog? Like another goddamn German Shepherd? Because she need to get fucked real good in her ass. Look, hey, I didn't know. I said, I'm learning something my goddamn self. That's why her eyes sagging down and shit. And she having some health issues. Because she needs some dick in her life to pep her life up. She needs some attention from a goddamn nigger dog, man. You need to at least get a dog that you know ain't got no disease, or the dog going around here fucking everybody, damn neighbors and shit, or stray. Don't get that. Get a family dog that y'all know, that y'all close to. The dog got his record, so they ain't got to use no damn rubbers. You know what I'm saying? That day y'all hang out once or twice a week, let them play, let her go in there and get some fight. She said, you know what, that's a good idea. You know, I got her some friend. I said, she don't want no goddamn girlfriend where they chit chat and shoot this shit. She want to do some fucking. Yeah. It's just like they're talking about Kobe and bringing this shit up. They don't went in on Gayle King and trying to talk about goddamn Kobe raping that girl. I don't believe that Kobe raped that girl. I believe Kobe covered for his friends. They might have date raped and ran a train, and I just believe Kobe probably didn't tell everything. But I don't believe Kobe raped nobody. Now, I believe, did he give him some pipe right? Did he give him some dick almighty? Dick almighty? I believe he did that. See, that's why I don't fuck with no tall, skinny niggas. I don't fuck with them. Because them niggas have dick that slides down they thigh down to their kneecap. I don't fuck with no tall, skinny nigga with no big hand and no big foots. Anything past size 10 and 12 and 13 and 17. I don't fuck with no real skinny nigga, because you don't see them coming. That's a sleeper. You think they skinny. Chest little, like they got that cheap Keef chest. You know, Cheap Keef. Just a nipple right down their chest. Their chest be flat and they be skinny and shit. Look like they ain't got no ass. You can't really trust. You can't gauge a nigga dick size, because they chest live like a junkie chest. And they damn ass little, and they be having a little, don't have no hip, just be a bone and a hip. Motherfucker like that, all they weight is going to their dick. Motherfucker already be laying low, nigga get hard. Motherfucking dick slide down past they motherfucking knee, man. And you know I'm only like 5 feet, 5'1". I'm goddamn clothes built, thigh rubbed together, knock kneaded, and fucking goddamn pigeon toed and slew feet. I can't take all of that. See. So, I know a lot of women shorter than me can take that. They like that, like them midgets. But that's, see, I believe Kobe gave us some dick, and he will give a bitch. See, Kobe is a whore with sensitivity. He's a gentleman with it. You want him to fuck you, he want to do it, he'll politely ask you to fuck and slam dick. Because I seen the other day, I said, oh, he was fucking that white girl was in there with her friend, they in there snoring. He went up in that girl guts, and all I heard said, oh, I said, oh my, he might have done tore her intestine. Because the way he slammed down, but see, it was consensual slamming. Listen up, y'all, cause this is it. Forget that old dance and throw that dick. Let's dance. Let dance. Let the brand new dance that's coming your way. This is quick. All you gotta do is throw that dick. Now he'll throw it. He's a gentleman, dick slanger. With your consent. But raping a bitch? I don't see Kobe doing that. Drugging a bitch? He would not rape a bitch, but he would throw that dick. I saw, and it was in her air hole too. I seen her, he was like, she was on her knee. Oh yeah, oh my God, come give me, oh my God, you're a man. Oh yeah. And he went slamming. She said, oh, I thought that fucker was finna vomit, because it took so much. And then her girlfriend was standing there watching, the motherfucker got that thing and said, I'll take some of that. I'll buy that for $1. I'm next. And went and I said, yeah, he slammed over the stomach. He slammed He was slamming it down to the nut. He went up in her ass. I'm talking about she could take it too. But I don't know. I guess that blow right there may have been deadly, boy. He went and hit that corner pocket the wrong way. I don't know, was thin round in her intestine round in that part. But he went in there. Oh, and she said, oh. I said, oh, damn, they might have to go to the hospital behind. And even that was consensual, goddammit. So she had to get up and go over there and put an eye pack in her ass. Cause it was swole. To calm, she just laid with an eye pack. But that other girl, once she seen that, she said, my turn. And took her goddamn plate. Out of all that shit I said about that man, you ain't never heard me say that man raped no goddamn body. I ain't see none of that shit right there. I just said he likes to slang and bang. He tall and skinny too, so I can imagine that what I'm seeing about it is correct what the fuck I'm seeing. Lay down on this fucking thigh, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave that man alone for the night. No, she wasn't ready. She had been taking it though, but I don't know. I don't know. He had got in a zone. I forgot. I don't know what happened, but when he went up in that motherfucker, boy, that motherfucker started gagging, and I said, "Ooh, I don't know. She might have to go and take her to the ER behind this." Okay. I'm gonna get into it. Now this kind of confused me a little bit because I'm looking, let me tell you something. What bothers me about this Firebug character, and I'm gonna say one thing, I ain't gonna really get too deep in this here. Something very interesting happened to me yesterday. Someone must have sent Newport, the one I said the snake said he was there, and he knew what happened to Nipsey on March 31st, 2019. He was at the marathon. Newport sent me an email yesterday. He didn't get disrespectful with me. He didn't say anything out of the order. He said good morning to me and maybe one or two words. He really didn't get into anything detailed. But I don't know. I guess maybe he wanted to introduce himself to me. So I just wanted to let you all know that. I don't know who reached out to him, or I don't know if he saw my reading, or someone. Yes, the Newport, who's friends with Nipsey, got my email and sent me an email yesterday morning. So I will see if he, I don't know, wants any more interaction with me, or if he watched my reading. I don't know what he thinks of me or feels about me, but I just want to share that with you all. Now, the Firebug character, this is why I wanted to come and do this part here. He is in an interview talking about Nipsey, claiming him and Nipsey had made up for being enemies the day before Nipsey was assassinated. So that was on that Saturday. He was assassinated that Sunday. There's a picture, you can see an interview with him talking about him speaking to Nipsey in a restaurant 24 hours before the assassination, which would be that Saturday, March the 30th, 2019. And he said they sat down for a while. He was with a woman, and that Nipsey was with his daughter. Said the daughter was in the car. Now, I don't know who can verify this, but, Nipsey's here. He's saying this is not true. Now, they have text messages that have been released with conversations between Firebug and Nipsey, and I think people are reading the text messages. I think Firebug might have released them. I don't think Nipsey released them, because it was the day before he was assassinated. And they said it looks like the way they were talking, everything was fine between them. Firebug said Nipsey said he respect his campaign and his music, and that he was going to bring him to the studio to do work with Nipsey. Nipsey is saying to me that's a motherfucking lie. So he said they were politicking, yes. He said, but he don't like me and I don't like him, and our troubles go way back to the good old gangbanging days, slanging, banging, gangbanging days, where we were enemies. Our lines were defined, his lines, their lines were defined. It was very clear what side that we stood on and what sides they stood on. And he said, yeah, we could have got it popping right then. Wait a minute, baby. So what are you saying? You saying y'all wasn't on good terms today? You saw him where he said that y'all had put your hatchet down, y'all buried y'all differences and guns. He said no, it was political, and I was willing to keep it political at the time because of where I was and who I was with. He said, but I let him know at any given day, any given time, if it was right circumstances, we would have got it popping right then. Okay, yeah, as y'all can see, y'all, this is going downhill. Goddamn. Because I don't know if I think I'm hearing correctly. He said, no, I can't stand this motherfucker. He said, I didn't like him then, I don't like him now. He says, homeboy got killed and he blamed me for it. Or my crew. He said, but it wasn't me. He's like, no, I didn't step in because that's my crew, that's my family. He on his side. If they had done something to me, he wouldn't have stepped in when they did something to me either. He said, no, this is still an ongoing problem. He said, and I'm going to handle this. I'm going to get the bottom of this shit. He said, it's this. Talking, and from what he is saying to me, there's no peace between them. I don't understand, because he's just saying this to me now. He said there is no peace, there is no understanding, this is a misunderstanding. He does not, he said, why do I admire a junkie? He said that misleading little boys in the wrong direction, and they got them going backwards instead of forwards, and that's actually teaching them to gang bang and build private secret armies and pretending that you're political, knowing that he's still with that gang banging shit as old as he is. These are political rivalries, and these are street level rivalries. He said he want to be me. He jealous of me. He's trying to ride off my campaign while he's saying I fuck with his campaign. He said I ain't never fuck with his campaign. He said this is a has-been, a loser, and a wannabe, a follower. He's never been me. He's never been on my level. He stayed in and out of jail too much, telling lies and setting people up, telling this nigga's a fucking informant. That's why they let him out. This nigga is working with the feds. Let's see. Oh, it's not green, it's blue. Adriana, it might look green. But yes, that's that show, girl. He's saying this guy is wanting to be something that he's not and trying to ride the wave off of his campaign and getting out in the public to try to sway Nipsey's audience and acting like he's sorry for the past problems and he's sorry for my death. He said, but if you listen to him closely and if you listen to his song, his rap, he's double speaking and he's being very sarcastic when he said, yeah, Nip, be careful, Nip. Did y'all hear? Yeah, it's blue. It's deep blue. Y'all need to listen to that song that Firebug made with this other guy that's paralyzed in a wheelchair. Listen to Firebug's part. He brings Nipsey up at the end. It's real creepy. If somebody can put it in the chat, please put it there, because he's saying, be careful, Nip. Yeah, be careful, Nip. But the way he says it. Thank you, Tiz Moonstone. It's like you're being sarcastic. You don't really mean that shit that you're saying, like you're glad he was killed. And that's what he's saying. He's like, fuck this motherfucking nigga, man. It's like, this nigga fuck with boys. And he's like, I don't care how many women. Oh, I know. Oh, I love mermaid tail dresses too. I gotta get one. He's saying this guy, Firebug, is two-faced and conflicted. And he's saying that this guy is an informant. Now, this is what tripped me out. Let me try to get this together. Because when I looked at this, I also saw Nipsey's brother, Black Sam. And there's an X by Black Sam named Firebug Hates Black Sam. And Firebug has been watching Black Sam. And from what the spirits are telling me, they tried to work to keep Black Sam and Nipsey separated that weekend. And that day, when they knew they were going to assassinate Nipsey, they did not want Black Sam near Nipsey. And then I hear Firebug saying that he hates Black Sam and that they've had problems with Nipsey and Black Sam in the past and tried to kill Black Sam and Nipsey in the past. But he feels like he was being joking when he said, well, yeah, Black Sam is Nipsey's daddy and that he protects and watches over Nipsey, and said that Black Sam is the brain and Black Sam plays chess all the time and he teaches and guides and protects Nipsey. And that's why they could never kill Black Sam in the past and they could not kill Nipsey in the past, but they've been trying to kill them for years. This goes back to old beef with Nipsey's gang, Nipsey and Black Sam's gang, and Firebug's gang. So I'm not sure if y'all can tell me if Firebug's a blood or what gang in LA that this man that calls himself Firebug is with, because he's saying, from what I'm picking up in the spirit, he blames Nipsey for some past killing. There's a killing of one of his homeboys or more than one homeboy in some type of fight or gang rivalry that they blame, Firebug blames Nipsey for, because Nipsey is a part of the same gang. Also, there was some robbery I'm seeing Firebug committed and was involved in where they stole, oh, thank you, he's an Inglewood blood, where they stole someone's safe, but this motherfucker couldn't even break in the goddamn safe to get the combination, and that had nothing to do with Nipsey. This is something Firebug that I'm seeing was involved in, but it still ties into some conflict with Black Sam and Nipsey. And Firebug blames Black Sam and Nipsey. And Black Sam would always find a way to escape. Now I see him watching Black Sam. There is a spy around Black Sam to go back and report to Firebug. Firebug is working with someone else, and that's one of the reasons why he got out, because I'm going to tell you, this killing, this assassination of Nipsey, for some reason, always goes back to feds. Fed prison and regular prison. A lot of this stuff was discussed in there and plotted in there and higher up and then go down to the OGs out on the street. The word, a lot of the word, for some reason, it comes to me that some of this stuff comes down from OGs in there and it's discussed with soldiers in there, and then it gets out of there. The word is sent out on the OGs on the street and they approve, and then it goes to the soldiers. You all tell me if that sounds crazy or not for anybody that's actually inside of gangs and know how they work. This keeps coming to me. And then some of them, the police are involved in it, and they will pop that lock and let certain of them motherfuckers out to do certain dirty shit and work with the gangs. This is what this is looking like, and it is also tied to an international cartel dealing with drugs, but they're on the low end of it. And Black Sam feels a lot of guilt. It's not his fault, but he feels a lot of guilt. It's like if I could only go back and do it, if I could have saved my brother, if I could only done things differently, if I could only been around or been there that day. But I'm telling you some funny shit here. A little more of it is coming together with me, and then it also ties to a problem Sam had with a DA. So I don't know if he's having a problem with a DA now, and also brought up the Cochran firm. I don't know if he's still having a problem with a DA now, or if this ties to a previous case with a DA and this gang right here dealing with this Firebug character and something else that came up. And then it's bringing up not only Black Sam and the guilt where he blames himself for this. I feel like he could have done more, could have done different, because he knew that somebody, they had been getting threats and wanted to hurt him and hurt Nipsey. But they felt it would really hurt Sam worse if they took Nipsey. And then he'd be left to deal with it, since really he was like Black Sam was Nipsey's keeper. He was his brother's keeper. He was his big brother, and he watched over him ever since he was a little boy. And they knew it would tear him up. Yes, it's blue, Ginger. I know it looks green to you all. It kind of looks a little green to me, or maybe it has like the sea green in it. But yeah, I know it might look like that, but you all, I know it does kind of look like that. Now that I'm looking at it, but I'm sitting right here looking at it, and it is blue. But anyway, what is also coming up is separated Nipsey, and this is going to sound weird to you all, but it says too, they were separated by a female. And also, Tanisha's coming up, Imani is coming up, and Tanisha's other child's father in a gang war is coming up here. Now, you know, Tanisha's other baby's father was killed, and it was gang related, and he was also a producer like Nipsey. And he was shot down in a similar manner. Okay, he's coming up here, and I am now believing that Tanisha did talk to Nipsey that day. She was on the phone with Nipsey, and it was tying to Imani. But it also shows me some of the same people that were around and did this to Nipsey also had something to do with her other child's father. Tanisha talked to Nipsey before he was assassinated. And she, first of all, let me say that this is all alleged, and this is spiritual reading for entertainment purposes only. She told some nigga where Nipsey was. And at the same time, she told this nigga. And then I see a dog. So I'm wondering, did Tanisha have a dog that day? Was it a dog in Tanisha's house? And who had the dog? Because I can see the dog, I can feel the dog, I can smell it and see it moving. There was one around it because Tanisha talked too motherfucking much. And she was bragging. She was talking to someone about talking to, allegedly, she was talking to a male, telling them where Nipsey was. Okay? And that male then does what? Now, excuse me, if you've watched my readings in the past, one thing you have always heard me say from the very first reading I did on him, I started working on it the day this happened to him, and I did it, April 11th, maybe a week after. I always told y'all it was something about that T-Mobile stove that bothered me. And I always told y'all he was shot with 2 guns. I saw 2 shooters. I saw a revolver, and I saw a semi-automatic that he was shot with. I said that. From the very beginning, no other reader has said that. I said, I believe something jumped off inside of his store. I said that day 1. I said that the animals from Eritrea and Ethiopia, the spitting cobra, the spitting spider, and the ant told me there was blood in that store. I never been in there. I didn't know him. I didn't know nothing about him. I just heard his name a couple of times. They showed me, they got up off of the parking lot, went in the store, went to the left side of the door, left wall, started going around the left wall for me, kept bearing to the left, stopped in the middle of the store, went up on the wall and sat, showed me some type of shelf or platform or something. Then showed me a shiny looking panel up in the ceiling that looked like could be a camera or something up underneath there. And then showed me the side right here and straight back. I saw the killer. I have always said I saw killers in the store and in the back. And I saw Cowboy in there. Cowboy helped kill that boy. Cowboy had blood all on him. And Cowboy helped to do it, but Cowboy was high. Because he couldn't do it straight-minded. Do that to his friend that been knowing since that was a little boy. And then when he's shaking, breathing real hard, it was high on that shit. And then went and took his fucking clothes off and shoes because there was blood on his shoe. Helped kill that boy and put his clothes back on. And then I keep seeing in the back, and it was open, that boy was tortured and moved from one place to another. I don't know. I've seen some other crazy shit because I couldn't sleep past couple of days. Looked like I seen his body in the trunk. I seen that boy body in the car and move in that car, and I seen him dead in the car. I don't know where I'm getting this shit from. All I want is the truth. Y'all know that I'm over the top. I don't try to be. I'm not trying to be sensational. But that's how they bring this shit to me. Wild and raw. And off the motherfucking chain. Just like I told you, Nipsey pushed me up on that goddamn snake out there sunbathing at the goddamn marathon. And then other psychics jumped me. Oh, here she go. Here she, something wrong with her. She need to leave them demons alone. They lying to her and get some. And then look at Cookie. This big motherfucking python. Just like I told you, the fucker was huge. And that his friend was goddamn YSL. Even other people I asked about it. In the California, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about no goddamn snake. Man, she wildin' for real. Man, something wrong with that lady. Ain't no... Yeah, it's still something wrong with me. Huh? Hey, something wrong with it. Yeah. Just like in that transcript they read. Cowboy and them read. It mentioned 2 bullets. The coroner mentioned 2 bullets and they pulled a 40 cal out of them, but wouldn't tell you what the other caliber was, which mean there was 2 guns, goddammit. Like I said, that man told me. So, getting back to the T-Mobile, it's something I couldn't get right with me. I know that the killer, a co-conspirator of the killer, they showing me a female employee working the marathon with a nigger. Now, if y'all know of any female employee working the marathon last year and the year before, please let me know, okay? Because there's a female associated with one of the employees at the T-Mobile that's kind of like a manager or assistant manager that know everything it is to know about them cell phone and how to program them cell phone to track a motherfucker. And they don't know that they being tracked and read their email and their texts. Somebody, I don't know where Nipsey bought his cell phone, but somebody was tapping in that man's phone. And it had something also to do with a female, because see, some of the women that's involved in this was mad because Nipsey wasn't doing the Kobe to them no more. See, want to get fucked or to keep getting fucked. I don't know if the nigga was down to his knee, like I said, laying on his leg, and he done went these folk all kind of ways, and then they wanted more, and the nigga didn't want to commit. A lot of women is holding that shit in their ass about this nigga. Still holding their ass at night, crying, Tanisha, crying about that dick. But that motherfucker must have been an awful thing. Because she putting pictures and shit up, and I love you, Hermes, and I miss you. Miss you, Hermes. I'm talking about he must have really know how to put that thing down. Because women salty about that shit. Rather see him dead and hurt than see him with another bitch. Puma, baby mama. Allegedly. Pounding it down. Still Peter, still Pete. Yeah, they upset about it. Yeah. It was a bitch. In that store, I don't know if you was fucking with somebody at that store. And they were mad because they couldn't get no more. And it was somebody working in that, God, now that one part makes sense. Somebody working at fucking T-Mobile. And somebody was calling that fucking T-Mobile, talking to a nigga that were in there that let them know when Nipsey come up. Yes. That right there, yeah, people get deadly off of that good MD, Mr. D. Yeah, they got damn vitamin D. Hey, you know, they don't want to be vitamin D deficient, because then, you know, their mind don't be good when they got them, that vitamin D be low levels of it. Allegedly. I might just go and read this, and it also show one bald-headed dark partner and one light-skinned partner, and David Grove. See, these people knew about this, and also it ties into the Marathon property, issues around that property, and for this also lead to underground cheated contractual agreements with these partners that also ties into the gangs. See, all of these people, there's so many players here. That's why it's taking so long, because since I'm not there, I don't know these people's names. I can't see all these people's pictures. And to put all of these players together, but I can see the people, I can see what they look like, but I don't know them. So if I don't know them, I don't know their name, I can describe, but if I don't have anybody actually saying, hey, this person, that person, just like when they showed me, once I mentioned that name, and they said, no, Paul, because the snake was real desperate, and the snake was dehydrated, was tired from being thrown around. So she was just trying to get it out the best she could. I know this motherfucker was in distress. Her heart was hurt the way she said the shit. And they said, yeah, right. And I said, and then I seen him with Nipsey. And I said, no, he do know. And I said, Nipsey, do you know this person? Of course he does, because he's in the videos with him. You can see the videos on YouTube. And I said, does this person know? Now, I did not say he did it. I never said he did it. I said he knows. And he was there on that property, and he knows what happened to Nipsey, and he knows who did it. That's what I said. And it doesn't matter how many emails that he sends me. It doesn't matter who says anything to me. I'm still standing by what I said. Look, let me tell you something. You only have one life in your body, and I'm very, very clear about that. And people tell me, you know, you talk too much and you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't say that. Okay, you know, that's why this person died and that's why that person died, because they talk too much and they shouldn't have said that. Well, you know what, and then if they don't talk, well, maybe they wouldn't have died if they had talked, if they had said something. Y'all say Sean Mack is David Gross's brother? Yes, Shanta, the orbs are here. And you can see the blue is in my hair. Neighborhood! That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And so I would have to definitely ask them more about him, because I sensed, actually what they said when I was looking at Sean Mack, he was involved in some things. I'm seeing gang activity and I'm seeing drug activity. Tell me if you know. Ain't them, thank you, Anise. Ain't them emeralds yet drip? Aren't they gorgeous? I think since you all like this so much, I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get another one, another color. Or if you like this color, I'll get another one since you really, really like this. But look, let me tell you something. You're going to die regardless. You're going to die if you're a good person. You're going to die if you're a bad person. You're going to die if you're a prostitute. You're going to die if you're a whore. Last time I checked, there's only one way in and out of here. Through pussy and through a grave. So if something happens to me because I'm choosing to tell the truth and that's the way I go, then that's the way it is. But am I going to cower and go run because a gang member that I accused, and I know that there's something, that maybe people consider wrong, that are wrong, but again, what I'm saying is what I see on a spiritual level and what I'm hearing from Nipsey on a spiritual level. So I'm not saying it's absolutely correct. I am saying that it's what I'm seeing on a spiritual level, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes, and I'm standing on what I said. I'm not taking back what I said, and I will relook at it again, and I will ask some of the top psychics I trust to look at it, and if they see something different than what I said, and if I look again and I see something, thank you, April, I love mermaids, different from what I said, I will take it back. If he can prove he wasn't there, there's no way he could have been there, and that he does not know anybody associated with it, I will take it back. It's just like what I said about the crisis actor who keeps saying I'm lying, she wasn't there. All you have to do is have people from the barbershop or your employers to come forward and say you've never been inside of the barbershop. They don't know you. They've never seen you inside of the barbershop. Nobody ever saw you there that day prior to Nipsey being shot. And I'll take it down. But her, to this day, nobody has given me any proof. She just says that I'm lying. She just says that she's never been in the barbershop and she knows nobody in the barbershop. But she has not proven to you all that I'm lying. That doesn't prove that she wasn't there because she says that I don't know her and I live in Atlanta and I'm a weirdo. That doesn't prove it. And I said that you are a gang member. If you're not a gang member, you're affiliated with Bloods and Crips, and you do know who killed Nipsey. You do know. Nipsey came to me and he told me, I didn't even know you. I didn't know anything about you. And he said he's known you and he protected you since you were 6 years old. And he knew you when you were pregnant and he'd give you money and help you. And I keep asking him and he won't change what he told me, so I'm not changing it. All you have to do is get these people in that shop and around that area to call me a liar. And to prove that there's no way that I could be telling the truth. And I'll take it down. But you calling me a liar, and I see you have dead people on you. You have men from jail that are walking around on you that were set up, and some of them are dead. Dead. And some of them told me you had something to do with it. This is what I'm seeing, and I'm not saying alleged. This is what I see in the spirit. And I know I'm not crazy because too many things I've said have come true. Y'all can call me a liar. You can call me crazy. All you want. I know, Alicia, aren't they all over tonight? I know that what I'm saying is very bad. And it's very inflammatory. I know. What I'm saying is bad and it's wrong. It sounds wrong what I'm saying, to say these things. To accuse someone of these things. But I'm not the only so-called psychic who has said this. They said this about you. It's just none of them saw the snake. And it's clear a lot of them don't talk to animals. That's why I said I talk to them. And it's okay if people laugh when I say I talk to the snake and all that shit. I don't really care about people laughing. I've been made fun of so many years and talked about and shit. It doesn't bother me when I said I talked to this animal, and this one said this, and this one said that, and the snake called that boy name, and then y'all found that it was a real person. And then the next day I said, so what are we into, fucking cleaning supplies? Niggas naming themselves out the fucking cleaning supplies and Procter & Gamble and shit because they mentioned one named Ajax. Y'all found that one too. You have to stand for something. And most people don't have the guts to stand for something. This man was violently assassinated, taken from his mother, his father, his brother, his children. A whole community has still been devastated, and there's a hole in the hearts of these people. He wasn't just a rapper for himself. He was for the community and fed children and helped to get them their school supplies and helped convicts and shit. A whole community loved him. He believed in taking care of the neighborhood, and it is suffering without him, and there's a drought because of his loss. Even though I'm not from out there, that man came to me. And I would want, if that happened to my boy, and he goes to some woman to speak, if I can't hear him, if he chooses a woman to speak to and hang around, I would hope she would have the courage and integrity to do for him what I'm doing for another woman's child. Nipsey. So if I have to deal with, first of all, I know whoever do that to me is going to have hell to pay to put their fucking hand on me or put a bullet on me. So I ain't worried about it. But if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But to intimidate me, to make me say something else that's a lie, so that I'm safe, and I said what I said. You do know. You know, Newport. But it's clear you're not going to do the right thing. That was supposed to be your friend. You were rapping too in the industry, and you hung up under him in that video with DMX. You know what happened. But hey, it's clear he didn't have the friend that he thought he had. And all these people were waiting for opportunities to line up to set him up to get rid of him out of jealousy and revenge. This shit, Firebug wanted revenge against Nipsey and Black Sam. And Black Sam better watch it. Because they plotting on him and watching his goddamn ass. Now there's an inside spy. And you know what's chilling to me? Because I saw one of the killers near Grandmama. Done laughed and talked with Grandmama, been in Grandmama house. That's an undercover motherfucking DEA informer and an FBI and a goddamn police informer. It's 2 or 3 of them. One of them is a police, goddammit. They act like a regular nigga and a gangbanger. The nigga is motherfucking police. Trying to catch Sam and try to catch Nipsey up on something. Spying to set him up, and one was there when Nipsey was dying. They still hanging around the family now. Got the store wired up, which would also tell me that somebody dealt with technology, IT, that were working in Nipsey's store, had either done it themselves or let someone come in there and hook a surveillance system in from the motherfucking popo to the surveillance smart store technology. But see, you ain't gonna find it out because they're not gonna let you check it. See, but I see it. See, this shit was done from inside, and they infiltrated his life and got in there through that damn T-Mobile. And then they told me it's a restaurant. Y'all tell me, anybody from LA or that done been out there to know. Right near that T-Mobile, the nigga would, and the bitch would eat over there at a goddamn restaurant. in that plaza, some kind of restaurant. I see some damn Filipino, Asian over there. If y'all can tell me, was it a restaurant in that plaza near that T-Mobile? I'm not talking about the Masterburg on that end. It's not that end. It's up there near the T-Mobile. I see some Filipino in there, some Asian in there cooking. Lord, I hope it wasn't no damn rat meat up in there. But it was, Lord forgive me. It was a chicken spot, okay? Ain't they dancing? And you see that blue rat there. I'm not saying the Asians was in it, but they were meeting in there, talking in there. And then let me tell you another thing. Because it say Firebug has hated Black Sam and still does. Firebug see him as a mastermind and co-conspirator behind his problem with Nipsey. They had plotted on Firebug and set his crew up when they had beef. It looked like they had got, Nipsey and Black Sam had got the best of Firebug and them in some kind of beef. They had some kind of fight. They couldn't beat Black Sam, and Nipsey couldn't outsmart and trick them to line them up to be killed. That was years ago. And he always held that because he couldn't outsmart Black Sam. And he was always there to cover Nipsey. And Nipsey was a strategist too. Taught him how to play chess. They think. And says, and look at Black Sam as a master strategist, that he would teach him to protect his brother and have his back. Firebug and his crew put feelers out on the street to see if Sam suspect him of assassinating Nipsey or anybody in Firebug crew. There was a joint effort between some Bloods and Crip, male and female. I'm telling you this is a joint effort because I have said from the beginning I've seen Bloods on the site. And I wonder about this Kid Flashy nigga. Where is Kid Flashy? Because let me tell you another thing I seen. I seen a nigga kind of fat like, or got a fat stomach. First it came last night when it was raining, all this wet shit. And me in wet shit. It was in this hotel room. If y'all, excuse me, motel. If anybody know of or can find a motel near the Marathon, please let me know. Or out there on Crenshaw and Slauson, anywhere near that area. Not a hotel, a motel. It looked like a 2-story motel with just a cement parking lot, like a plain cement building, but it had a bright door. So they either have red doors or an orangey red door or an orange door. A bright door. It was a woman in there, and I was in there with her, so I don't know if that meant it was 2 women, so I just happened to be there at the time. The nigga wasn't there at the time. He was up there at that stove, and all I seen was a metal briefcase. And in the metal briefcase, it had that styrofoam inside of it, and it was cut out down in there with a gun down inside of that styrofoam inside that metal case, and he had some money. He had a revolver, and it was a baby. And the girl, it was all these wet towels. The room was real nasty. It was just big, wet, white towels with some type of embroidered design or image on the towels. So I got to get somebody to help me find out what motel around there so I can see if that's the goddamn embroidery on the fucking towel. It wasn't no expensive hotel. It was a motel. A cheap motel. She was washing her body down real good and took off all her clothes to wash the shit off and put some new clothes on. Then she was pacing back and forth, looking out the window waiting for him. He come in, he do the same thing. He take off his clothes, and he is more wet towels. Room just filthy, just nasty, just wet. Wet towels on the floor. He washing, trying to get gun residue. He didn't want to make sure if he got caught or stopped, there was no gunpowder residue on his fingernails, on his hand, blow back on his clothes. And he was just washing his body, scrubbing it down upon his hand and his hair, and he changed his clothes. And then he told her, I'm going to change cars. I got my folks out there. They got another car, like a dark color car. We're gonna switch cars, and I'm going to go one way, and baby, you go the another way, and you go home, and you don't talk about this. You're not going to mention this. You wait for me to get in touch with you.
I'm going to go in another direction. Hyde Park Motel. Email me a picture of it so I could see it and see what Nipsey tell me. They had spent the night there. And he come in from out of town. And I pick up New York ties and Atlanta ties. And she gets in. She didn't do the shooting, but looked like she had been up there and she knew what he was going to do. And it was a child. See, it was some children. I told y'all from the very beginning I saw a car with some children in it, and I seen a boy and a girl. But I didn't, it was not Amani. Amani, I don't believe, saw her father got killed. I don't believe that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see her up there. If she were, and they said we were with her Saturday, but he was killed Sunday. So I don't know if he was also with her Sunday, but I don't know why I saw Tanisha talking to him and telling a nigga where he was. He was moving around. She told somebody that man's schedule. And then they told someone else, and it ties to the phone at the employee at the T-Mobile. So we can see the employees or find out who's working over them. I'm telling you. And then there was another nigga that were on the outside of the T-Mobile in that little alley, little cut right there. Okay, look at the picture of the plaza. When you come out the T-Mobile, go over like you walking toward the Marathon, there's a little recessed little area right there where you can hide back in there. Okay, let me tell you something else I saw about this guy that I saw in the hotel room. Some other people knew about it because they picked him up so he could change cars, and she got in his car. She went one way towards home. He went another way to another city. This guy is being hunted right now by the FBI. From what I am seeing, this guy is also into bank robbery. He is a known felon, and he might be wanted for some things and some bank robbery. And I heard him call his mama, or the mama called him on a cell phone when he was in there and it was wet and he was taking his clothes off, washing gunpowder residue off. And the mama said, boy, what are you doing? Boy, you didn't have nothing to do with that shooting that just went on down there with Nipsey. And he said, no, mama, I gotta go. Click. He breaks up that phone. I'll contact you. I'll get you. And then another thing that bothers me about that too, black and yellow, black and yellow, black. Now you see, after I said that shit last week, Wiz Khalifa showed up and did that tribute to Kobe. Just like I told y'all I had seen Wiz Khalifa coming up. Nipsey told me we were going to come back up. Why I said black and yellow? Because you know what other corporation is black and yellow? Western Union and MoneyGram. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I seen a nigga going up there. But this the kicker. For the nigga went outside to get in the car, the nigga had a prosthetic face on. Remember I had told y'all that first? Oh, yeah, she go with that and talking shit out of. Then y'all see that it's possible, right? Like I said, white folks was up there that day, and he told me that they had DNA of RH, negative rhesus factor. And then you see that lady that wrote Booed Up, Joelle James, was there with him. She was taking picture all up under him that whole weekend, and then got a receipt as an alibi to show she wasn't there when the shooting went on. But we don't know what time the shooting went on, because I'm feeling it happened early. Excuse me, something happened to this man. Early, because for some reason I see this man held up, like his body bound up in a car. Like he was kidnapped. But then, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all this right now because I'm still working on this shit. He's not disagreeing with me. Even if it was temporarily, like this man was bound in hell. Hey, El Boogie. He was held and trapped where he couldn't get away. He couldn't get out. I seen that. And then this guy had somebody, since he know he being tracked, he go to different states and rob banks. The feds know. And I see a federal agent from an office in Atlanta is tracking this motherfucker. That's just one of them that's tracking him, and ATF is in this. So let me see. You say, Firebug is in agreement. This motherfucker's an informer. He was jealous of Nipsey, old debt, resentment, and blamed Nipsey for past confrontations and a death. There's some death he blamed Nipsey for. From a confrontation between the two groups, dirty and grimy. Firebug is very dirty and very grimy and very two-faced. He's a double talker. Feels like this is reciprocity from someone high up in prison that told him about this plan to put a hit out on Nipsey, and that his sister, Samantha, is also coming up in this. Now I gotta sit down and write out something that Nipsey wants to say to Samantha, because Nipsey, this is saying, this is possible that his sister, Nipsey's sister, she comes up in this reading, and I'm wondering, or is there a sister, I don't know if Fire has a sister, or Firebug, or a sister gang member that also has an issue with Nipsey, and there is anger, jealousy, rage, and revenge that also ties to Nipsey's sister Samantha. Firebug had a female call him. Scandal was calling and talking to Nipsey and tracking his locations. They were tracking Nipsey's location that whole weekend. She was telling people how Nipsey was moving and where he was going. They know how to track a person in their location to see where they're moving and to get their numbers and see who they're talking to. Y'all might not know this, but the spirits are telling me that they do know how to do this, especially somebody that works with a cell phone and knows how to tap into people's accounts. This person also deals with stocking, storage, and ordering. But the person that worked in that store is also a gang member. This is what it's saying. That will be a lookout inside that T-Mobile store, coordinating Nipsey's movement to let them know when Nipsey will pull up to the goddamn marathon. This is what Nipsey's telling me. This is what these spirits are telling me. And they said this woman also knows Shitty Cuz, and that was talking to Nipsey. And that day it showed me, even though Firebug is a convicted felon, Firebug might have passed a young man a gun, a hot gun, and was coordinating with the gang stalking, tracking, and following of Nipsey that weekend. So Nipsey, people around Nipsey that were following and checking in with other people behind his back. The whole fucking weekend that he thought was cool with him, and the people that was cool with him were talking to other people he didn't know was talking to him. Said even someone just texting can install a bot on your phone. Yes, and that's what I'm saying they were doing, and it keeps coming up with the goddamn T-Mobile. Hey, April. And they said it was also someone, this older man was working inside of all of Nipsey's businesses, had helped set up the structure of some of Nipsey's businesses, and gave him advice years ago. He looked up to Nipsey as a young man and saw so much talent and potential and promised that he wanted to harness and control. He said there was a debt on the gamble that he took on Nipsey, and he felt that Nipsey hadn't paid him and that it had to be taken, even if to steal his life. And he wanted to watch them do this. He wanted to watch them take Nipsey's life, which reminds me of Big U. Okay. Also, I'm seeing Steve Lobel's face. These two are coming up and then it's Nipsey Hussle. Firebug came up with Nipsey, Black Sam, and MLK with Secret Service, COINTELPRO, FBI, Hotel, Johnny Cochran. The same kind of way that hotel. That's what this reminds me of when they shot him at the hotel. Because when this happened to him, there was a secret police there and also an informant there who watched this be done and wouldn't stop it. Went along with that shit because this is also what they wanted done. And he said they are never going to show you that whole tape, because if they show you that goddamn tape, they would expose casualties, people that are regular civilians walking around. Let's say if somebody did something to them, it would then lead to the ones that were really involved in this shit. Some of the people you see on tape were just sent in kind of like as decoys. But the decoys are actually connected to the actual agents involved that the court won't expose. The police don't want expose. The police done sat there. The judges done sat there. The feds done sat there and watched hours of fucking footage. They know who did it. Black Sam them know who motherfucking did the shit. And they turned in the goddamn tape. But the police ain't gonna never, and the judges, they not gonna never fucking. Because it's too much incriminating shit against them. They know their agents on the goddamn tape. They know their informer that get paid every month is on that goddamn footage. And I'm telling you, something jumped off in there. When Nipsey came there, Nipsey seen his fucking killer. I'm telling you. Said microphones and tapes. Hooked up to the smart store technology was spying on everybody. The police and judges and feds have watched and listened to hours of footage. They are not pressed to move forward because they prime key assets and minor pawns that can be killed as suspects that would lead to key assets that get paid to move around and infiltrate groups and associations to get close to and assassinate key targets for political or economic, legal, and social policy reasons, technical, medical reasons, steal or plant viral biological warfare. The killer and agents has been around Grandmama and was tracking Sam and Nipsey, making sure that they were separated. This was an orchestrated effort, and that Sam was called and reminded of past beef, and actually was asked, where your brother at? Looked like somebody had fucked with Sam and said little key shit. See, to make him, Sam know who did this. I'm telling you. They just not saying. I see it real strong. Not strong. Strong. He know. They know. They want to get him and get his brother. They've been wanting to do this here from old shit and jealousy. That's why you don't see Sam very well. He's real strategic with his shit. The way he moved. And they knew that would tear him up to do that to his brother. And leave him here because he blamed himself. But he did not set his brother up. I never saw that, and I don't see it now. Sam didn't do this. It's just a past lifestyle. What I need to pull my lace up for? The lace where it need to goddamn be. Chris. Fuck you talking about? You want to wear it? You want to put it around your titties? What? What are you saying? I don't understand. Oh. What are you saying? Because I don't know if you male or female. So I can see your goddamn face. You tell me how to wear my goddamn clothes. Is you a nigga? What, you a hot young nigga or something? You want to put this on your titties? What is it? Shit. I'm trying to do my goddamn reading, and you telling me, can you pull your lace front up a little? That mean what? You want to feel it on your skin? Oh, me so honey. Oh, me so honey. Me love you long time. What did turn you on? Some, huh? How the fuck you helping me out? This outfit on the way it's supposed to goddamn be. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Said that video was fake and there was no blood in the parking lot. Yeah, El Boogie. It don't matter if it is. It don't matter if it is. I'm on here doing a reading. And that's all I'm motherfucking concerned about. Whether I got on a lace front or not, it don't fucking matter because I got plenty of hair on my head. If I wear one, it's because I fucking wanna. Not cause I goddamn have to. I got more hair on my pussy than you got on your damn head right now. Right now. And it don't need no relaxer, no S-curl, or nothing, bitch. Or no damn Miss Clairol. I can put a lace front on that too, or some hair clip if that's what I want to do. And come out here and comb that and swirl that around. Nah. Fuck out my business. Nah. I read that shit about the hotel. And I'm going to come back, y'all, in a couple of days. Girl, fuck that motherfucker. I don't even... You want to come over here and talk about some irrelevant shit, girl, and we're dealing with a serious issue. So, I'm focusing on that, which is more important to me. Yeah, I got in there about the switched cars. Yes, and the Western Union. This guy is getting money like that and moving around and hiding. This guy it's become more difficult now because they thought it would die down by now, and it didn't die down. They wanted to, they thought just get rid of Nipsey like they usually get rid of people out there and kill gang members every day, but that's not what Nipsey was. That's his past. And kill people every day, and then they just move on, because so many people die out there every day, and so many, gang bangers are killed that they act like it's nothing. But this case is different, and he's special. And we won't let him die, and we won't let this go. And he won't let it go. He's still down here and still very, very strong in the universe. Still very strong in the earth atmosphere. Worried about his family, his children, even worried about the community. Like he always tells me to tell you about what's going on in the environment, the water, the diseases, health. He's very into, still not, you see, it's not just about him. He never focuses on just about him. He always is focused on everybody else and worried about everybody else, like he was when he was in the body. So we are showing him that we feel the same way, and we're fighting for him, and we're loving him and supporting him. They're not used to seeing this. And like I said, I don't know if you all have seen it before. Hi, Jeff. I have never seen a person. Now, we know people do get up and speak and ask somebody, please tell them who did this to me. Give me justice who murdered me. But to have this happen to a person, and then they get up and find people to talk to, and then they say things to you that you actually can verify, or people that know them can verify them, or actually go research things and find them. All the people that this happens to in gangs, or that has happened to in LA, they're not doing that. This is what he's doing. So I'm honored to be a part of that and help him to get justice. Thank you, L Boogie. We're not here for that. So that's why I'm not going to even, it doesn't make me mad, honey. Let whoever that is, a coward that's not showing their face, let them continue to talk. That's not what we're here for. Let me tell you something else, and then I'm going to go, because I got to finish working on this to get back to you. But when I did pull some cards, it showed that there was an older man that was also involved in this, that was right there on the scene, on this man's property, and this also has to do with the love affair. There's mentioned a couple of people that were in a love affair. These were lovers. Thank you, Jonathan. And this woman was actually involved in the overkill of Nipsey. That's what's so bad about this, that all these people, most of them knew him, were associated with him, and there also shows that there were police there that day that this happened. But it keeps showing a homosexual person. There was also a gang member that's a bisexual or a homosexual that was involved in this. This keeps showing up now. And there is a independent woman that was involved in this, and she was actually passing messages back and forth with someone, helping to lead up to showing where he was, and that he was there on the scene. And now she's having a lot of nightmares behind this, and it shows old friends involved in here, along with an older man that was involved in this. It's showing that there was a younger man that they had, which we know one of them looks like Eric Holder, but we're not sure. And then from what I keep seeing, this is like the third person I've seen that was a shooter. We know there was more than 2 shooters there. There was a lot of shooting, but all of them didn't hit him. There were key players, and there were gang members, and there was a blood gang member involved in shooting and torturing him. I said that months ago, and I'm saying that now. They were paid to move on him, and they moved on him in his car. It looked like this had something to do, too, with violence. Somebody moving on him around his car. So I'm wondering what type of car that he had up there. If y'all could tell me, was it that black car? I'm not really sure, but it was so quick. They moved on him so quick. When he came up in his own car, he did not have a chance to think. And so that's why I'm wondering. And also, you know what? This was dealing with a lover's relationship, a 3-way relationship here, a love triangle. So one of these gang members was involved in a love triangle that was associated with Nipsey, and it's showing another set of lovers as well tied to Nipsey's family, which would also be the gang association, dealing with political ties, gang ties, street ties, and policies around money and property. Nipsey's property, partnerships, and agreements, it changed very fast. And there was a very bad catastrophe, a lot of violence and catastrophe around children, and it's showing me a little boy. So one of these lovers, that's what it is showing that it is attached to, is one of his lovers that has a son. Y'all let me know if you still see this person here, or if this person can still comment, because I mean these kind of people don't bother me, but I'm not going to continuously engage an idiot, because it's clear you want my attention. You're gay, you're obsessed with me, you're coming over here focusing on me, I guess, you want to be my main squeeze, baby, you want to get between my knees, baby, don't you? You like me, bitch. That's what it is, bitch. You want to eat my pussy, bitch. You stalking me. You obsessed with me. That's what that is. You just can't get enough of me. You're following me over here. Want to wear my clothes. Want to rub them on. Pretend like you got some fake titties and a pussy and all kinds of shit. I'm not finna sit here and give you the satisfaction. I guess you get in the mirror and put you a lace front on and pretend that you is me. And pretend that your dick is an innie instead of an outie, and that you got a pussy. Probably got your name, Alexis, name tag and shit, and pretend that you is a hoe. While you're, girl, nobody distract me. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like I said, I'm not even mad. I done said everything I had to say. I'm keeping my voice real motherfucking even tone in this hole, because I know that you are following me and you're obsessed with a bitch. I mean, if you was here, I might let you wear it, bitch nigga. But I ain't got to spatter back up. I don't think I'm gonna shed. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back in a couple of days. And then Ginger's going to share this for me when she can. Thank you. That's right. ATL. ATLBs. I'm used to that goddamn shit. I don't care about this shit. I don't care about what nobody motherfucking say about me. I'm going to do my work, and I'm going to do my work. And give me a couple of more days, because I'm still very tired, but I had to do this for Nipsey. Oh, yeah, he's upset. And also, when I looked at Mamacita, when I looked at, oh boy, him and Nipsey got some stuff going on right now. They're saying it's getting ready to be war. There's getting ready to be a lot of problems behind what happened to Kobe. Now he understands what happened, and he apologized to Nipsey for being involved with the people. To him it was just business. Kobe didn't really think about Nipsey. He didn't really think about himself, think about Nipsey or anyone else when it came to business or money. He only thought about who he was doing business with. He would think about himself. And now that he realizes what he's done and how much it hurt Nipsey and how much Nipsey looked up to him and respected him, Mamacita, and looked at him as a friend, now he's in the position he's in. He feels very sorry for what happened. Now him and Nipsey are strategizing for revenge. And then when I looked at Mamacita's picture today, she said, oh, my daddy is getting ready to set some things on fire behind what they did to him and how they burned us up in that helicopter. She said there's getting ready to be hell to pay. And I don't know how the mama's doing what they're saying, but the mama feels suicidal to me and feel like she's drinking or popping pills or being sedated. I don't know how the mama is recovering. This is gonna take a while. I don't know how the mom's gonna deal with it, because she was so obsessed with this man. She loved him, but it went on to obsession and compulsion. So I don't know how the mama. She might get some. She probably got somebody helping her take care of them children, because she can't take care of them. She's really incapacitated, and she might be sedated, y'all. I see her on something, laid out just sleeping. This is devastating. I don't see her parading around happy waiting on a check. And I do see her crazy. I didn't say she wasn't, but I didn't say she didn't love him in her own sick way. She actually loved him more than she loved the children, because the children were a direct result of trying to hold and control him and stop him from going anywhere. And any spells I saw done were not to kill him, but to control him and to keep him doing love and manipulation, control shit. Now, it didn't keep him from fucking around, but he didn't leave. Yes, they can, L Book, especially if they got somebody to help them. And they got somebody to pass their words for them. And to share information don't nobody know. Yes, they can. Depending on how strong they are and how their ancestors work with them. And Kobe and Nipsey is very strong. And got very strong ancestors working with them and for them, because they was there for a higher purpose. But Kobe wasn't spiritual, and he did things for ego and money. Very driven, very intelligent man. Very powerful, but people don't realize one day you're going to leave that. You got to give that up, and it's not going to matter. Especially if you did treacherous shit to get it. You're going to have to pay for that. If not in this life, in the other one. And then don't worry about Cross, because Cross is very depressed. Nipsey's little boy is very depressed. He longs for his father. And he really doesn't have the love of his mother. Now, one thing I can say, I feel like she keep her children very clean. She has beautiful little boys. Her first little boy by Lil Wayne is a very handsome little boy. They're very clean and very well. Oh, it light just blinked. Uh-oh. And it don't, oh, it just blinked again. Well, did I say something wrong? I said I thought the children were very clean. Very well groomed. I ain't going to take that from her. But the bonding and the intimacy and the love of the children, I don't feel like she's bonded with her child Cross. And I'm not L Boogie. It is what it is. Is that going to make me so scared why I don't tell the truth? No. It's wrong to me what was done to him. And as long as he want to talk to me, I'm going to listen. And whatever he tell me to tell, I'm going to tell. But it's something about that child. I don't know who keep that child. If she had that child, I don't believe she had that child with her all the time. That child is lonely. She's emotionally vacant from Cross. But he's clean. He's a pretty little boy. But something wrong with him. Mentally and emotionally, something's wrong. He misses daddy. And he don't feel the love from his mama that he felt from his daddy. But he be around him a lot. He come see him. He love him. I know. He said, that's my boy. He love his baby. He go see his little boy. But he worries about him because he says she's not really fit to be mentally and emotionally present for his son. He said then it's another man she involved with. She said she can be cold and emotionally shut down. She's now after her money, fucking these men. There's more than one man and doing a business deal right now with this man for money. That's one of the ones who helped her get that house. And yeah. So that is the issue with Cross that bothers me. And sometimes he cries. And I don't understand why he's crying. He cries because he misses his daddy. And he can see him. Sometimes his daddy comes around him, he can see Nipsey. He's lonely. Sometimes he cries in his sleep. When he see me cry, people don't understand. Just like I told you that they think dogs have no feelings and no lovers. They don't want lovers and love life. Yes, they do. Babies feel. And they sense they just can't talk. Or they can't express what they're thinking and feeling. And you think they're a baby so they don't have a good brain or can't understand things. Yes, they do. And they feel, yeah, April dry. Unless it's some man she like or some money. I hate to say that, but that's what I'm saying. And that's what he's saying. He sees it. He knows she's involved with another man. He said this has been going on. He said he's seen her go through at least, he mentioned 3 men. Before he was assassinated, he said, and after. I'm going to get off of that. And like I said, you can contact me at ALEXYSSKTYLORVP@gmail.com. If you're interested in a reading, again, send me your face picture first and the face picture of everyone else you're interested in with your exact questions before a reading so I can decide if it's what I want to do. Because I do not read everyone. I decide which readings I'm going to do. I decide which readings I'm going to take. So you must send that first, and then I'll decide which ones I accept and which ones I don't accept. Okay? I'm trying to see if anybody had any questions. I said Nipsey said across a lot to say across. Yeah, and you see that he would be in the pictures. He would be playing with Cross, and you can tell he loves children. He loved all of his children. And one thing from just being with him and talking to him, he's not for abortion. I don't see him ever telling a woman to get an abortion. That's one thing that I don't see him doing, that I don't see he was about. He might not have been that wanted to be with all the women, or they might not have worked out every time, but abortion, nah. I don't see that. That tastes so good. I want to smoke so bad. Just like a little bit. What time is it, y'all? Because I don't want to be on here all night. I have not slept. God, I have not slept. Thank you. I love y'all too. Trying to
I'm glad y'all like my outfit. Now that I know y'all like the outfit, I'm gonna order some more outfits like this. I'm glad y'all like the sparklies as much as I like the sparklies. Okay, that's not bad. $2.55. Thank you, Ginger. Oh, come on. And I hear the wind just whipping up out there. Give them a libation. I didn't give them a libation. So I'm going to give them the cigar. Give them their libations. It's like, I don't know where this rain coming from. That's why I want to tell y'all about the storms and to watch out. Because I'm like, and then I saw a mountain. Something happening with a mountain. So I don't know if the mountain erupted or it's volcano or something coming up again out of a mountain. It was a high mountain. And again, it looked like it had some snow around the top of it. It was a very high altitude. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What is happening with a mountain or something coming up out of it? Oh yeah, Sandra. Who was that? Sandra. Was it Cador? I got your stuff. And they pick up for me like every Monday or like Monday, Tuesday. So we're going to have your stuff. I know you're in London. And so if anybody else is interested from London and wants something there, I'm able to get it to you. I have somebody to get it for me. So thank you for your patience, Sandra, because I already have your product made. I just have to get it picked up. Thank God I have somebody to pick it up because, like you said, I'm so tired right now. I haven't slept in 2 days. Yeah. We're like, oh, really? You had snow. Thank you, Jamie. You had snow yesterday because I'm seeing it somewhere, and that's why I want to tell. The planes scare me because I keep seeing the planes and I keep seeing the Boeings, and I don't know why they won't pull the Boeings, but these Boeings crazy things keep happening to the Boeings. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Child is growling. I don't know what the hell, but Nipsey's kind of like charged up right now. Okay, I'm going to have to put it out because here they go. Just when I'm having fun. Alright, give them their smoke. They go down. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to go now because it's pretty late. But I'm going to finish this. If I don't get to finish it and come back tomorrow, then I'm going to do it Saturday. Probably Saturday or Sunday before the weekend is over. But I just wanted to share that little bit with you all. And thank you for tuning in and watching. AKT Celebrity Reads and AKT Underworld. I'm glad you like coming to the underworld. It doesn't really snow here much. I'm thankful. I hate it. It's so pretty to look at, but I hate it because we're not used to that. So everything shuts down. I don't like a really, really cold weather. Yes, girl, it is upstairs. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, and then you see I got 2 orbs, right? You see that? Oh my God, doesn't that look, can you see that in my eyes? You see that? It looks kind of weird. Can you see them? You see what I'm talking about? You see the orbs in my eyes? Around my face. Yeah, they just do what they want. You see that shit? Nipsey's here. They're here. You see it, Ginger? You see that? Okay, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna talk to you soon. So thank you. I'm glad they let me out of Facebook jail, and we we could do this show. And thank you, Ginger, because I know some people that say they don't have Facebook or can't. Yeah, it stopped. If they can't get on here, they can go. Oh, good, April. Yeah, all of you all. Yeah, tap into whatever spiritual gifts. Oh, L Boogie. It's not always luck. I'm so tired, girl. I've been up for the past two days, 2 nights. I've slept off and on. But I think, some people have a good life and they never have things like that this happen to them. And they never run into these things I've ran into. I know, Jamie. I'm glad you all can see them. So, people, I see it. I don't pay any attention. Said, I'm a liar. I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. This and that. Okay, y'all, I don't know how to fake. I'm glad you all see it. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees it. Oh, tell Nipsey that you love. He knows. He's watching. He's very nosy. So he knows that you all love him. And he knows you all like the readings and y'all love to hear from him and what he has to say. He knows you love him. He knows you are very concerned about him and how he's doing, what happened to him. And he knows that you want justice. And you know what? I don't know why, but I've been thinking about his mama lately. And he be going to see his mama. His mama thinks of him. She misses him. And she loves him. And they've been working through a lot of their issues. He's been going to see his mama. He's been hanging with his mama. They said they love you, Nipsey. And they're giving you blue hearts. He's watching. And I'm so glad about that because I see that he's been spending a lot of time with his mama. And that's very important to him. He acts so tough and all that stuff. He needs his mom. And she needs him. And I just see him sometimes she's walking or she's shopping or doing something. He's all up under her. And she knows it because the mother can feel him. She could feel him too. Oh, yeah, he used to call him Nipsino. Yeah, I saw that right when he said that. Yeah, and Gigi. Oh, Chi-Chi. I wish I had a little girl. I would name her that. I love that name. Well, no, what am I talking? That'd probably be her middle name. Her first name would have to be A. Yeah, I should be like Alexis. Isn't that pretty? Armius. It's a beautiful name. Armius Joseph Ashkedon. Beautiful name for a beautiful boy. Well, okay. I'm going to go now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Click like on this video. Share it. Please share it. I know, Mary. He's sad, too, that he's not here in the physical. Oh, top of the top. Nip. I just learned that today, L Boogie. Another lady from Cali, she told me, she said he came to her and said top of the top and wished her good morning. She said he speaks to her. And I said, what's that, top of the top? And she thought, I said, oh, okay, I just learned a new term. You got to teach me all the Cali terms so I can speak to him in his language. I know. She's a beautiful woman. She looks still so young. And I've noticed that when I look at the women he picks, they look similar to his mom. Like he picked women that had her similar features. And I saw a video. It was so touching when he was performing. He said, I want y'all to say hello to my mom. And he calls her up out of the audience, and you could just see the look on her face. And that she was so proud of him. And you could tell he loves her, and he wanted her to be proud of him. And he's going, yeah, 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 I do, yeah, I know. he's listening. He listens. He oversees everything I do. I'm not going to say anything he doesn't want me to say. And he's like, I'm going to see my mom. I said, okay, well, I'll see you and get back. Because, yeah, that's still a very deep spot, and that determined how he dealt with women, or didn't deal with women, by healing the issues with his mom. Okay, and beautiful Grand Rising. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because I got more work to do. So I got to get some rest. And then I got to finish to see what else he wants me to know. He said his mama hasn't been. I know. I didn't see the mother or the father. But I'm really proud of Black Sam. And I'm glad the way that Sam stood up and took control. Because that's what Nipsey does. Him, his brother, his father are very domineering, very strong men. And I'm glad that he took control for his brother and got his brother's Grammy, because they worked so hard. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all later. The battery's going down. I love you. I'll talk to y'all soon. Back in AKT, Celebrity Reads and AKT. We'll be back in the underworld soon. I love you. Bye.